The power of letting go. The power of letting go. Welcome again to our YouTube channel, Bold and Faithful Perspective. The power of letting go of anything, situations, persons, career, whatever it is, the power of letting go lies in the fact that letting go is not giving up, but rather it is a healing. That letting go is not giving up, it is a healing. Many people have often misunderstood the fact of letting go to mean giving up. Many have not known that letting go is a radical act of emotional clarity. A radical act of emotional clarity that frees one from exhausting grip of control. Is a radical act that frees one from an exhausting, tiring, painful grip of control. Many people in the world are obsessed with outcomes, with results, with achievements, with accomplishments, and hence this obsession pushes them to desire, to pursue, to chase after the desired outcomes, even to the point of denying reality. Because they are obsessed with outcome, achievements, accomplishments, whatever they want, they are obsessed with these and they push to achieve all this up to a point of even denying reality. Whether it's in a relationship, in a career, in whatever they involve themselves in, they want the outcome that they desire. They want to achieve the achievements that they have conceptualized, the achievement that they want. That they push for these achievements, outcomes, accomplishments, even to a point of denying reality. They want to keep this relationship. They deny reality of the relationship, that it is toxic relationship, is a painful relationship. The relationship is not working, but they are denying the reality because they are pushing for the desired outcome, for the desired achievements. They want to stay in this particular job because of the desired outcome. They forget that this job, this career, is tormenting them in terms of pain. They are not enjoying it. But because of the outcome, because of what they want to achieve, because of the desired outcome, they will persevere all the mistreatment, all the pains, all the sufferings in their career to achieve the outcome. They deny the reality. And they deny the reality by resisting it. They resist the reality. Resisting reality robs or steals one's peace. As often as you continue resisting reality, you are robbing or you are stealing your own peace. Letting go allows one to achieve peace. And how do they achieve this peace? By stopping resisting reality, but start living reality. The moment you are resisting reality, you are not living that reality. You are resisting it. The moment you stop resisting reality and start living it, you achieve that peace. Letting go is not easy. Letting go of anything It's hard, it's difficult, but not impossible. Letting go of anything, of even a relationship, letting go of anything, even situations, even persons. It is hard, it is difficult, but not impossible. Letting go allows one to achieve that peace. And therefore, if we are seeking that peace, we have to know that letting go follows stages of grief. First one begins by denying the reality, denying the facts, denying the situations. And when this reality starts to sink in a little bit and they are trying to understand what's going on, they are engulfed by anger. They get annoyed. They are engulfed by anger. They are angered by the situation, by the relationship, by whatever is going on. They are in annoyance. They are angered. They are annoyed. And with this annoyance and anger, they start bargaining for better things. What if this would happen? They start bargaining with reality. They start bargaining with the prevailing reality of life. Then what follows? Depression comes in. Depression may kick in. And it may take time before one surrenders to acceptance. Acceptance comes at the last point. After all this has happened, denying things as they were, denying the relationship is not working, denying the career you are in is not helping you, denying that what you are doing is not right. Anger comes in, one gets annoyed. What just happened? What's happening here? And with this annoyance, bargaining comes in. One bargains, starting to reason with the situations, with reality. Depression may kick in before one sits down and accepts and says, okay, this is the reality, this is what's going on. This is how life is, this is where I am as at now. These stages are the natural ways of healing of the heart of man. These stages are the natural ways for the healing of the heart of man. Indeed, the final stage of letting go, that is acceptance, does not happen in a single moment. It comes gradually over a period of time. It comes gradually over a period of time. Acceptance of reality is not easy. When one comes to terms, or when one accepts and comes to terms with reality, one finds peace. One finds healing. The power of letting go is in understanding the fact that it's not giving up. The power of letting go is found in healing, the healing effect. We all need to be healed. We all need to be well. Letting go brings that healing. Though it may be hurtful, it may hurt. It may hurt so much, but it helps in unhooking one's heart from a future one believed in. And this future one believed in, to let it go, it causes intense emotional and physical stress. Let's imagine, for example, you are letting go of your career in which you invested your future, in which you invested everything in your life, and you want to let go. It brings, or it causes, intense emotional and physical stress. Imagine letting go of the relationship that you have invested in. or in a marriage, or in a friendship. You have invested in this relationship, and here you are in the verge of letting go. You are at the point of letting go. You are at the point of accepting reality that it is not working. And you had invested a future you had believed in, you had visualized the future with this person, how the future is going to be, and you want to let go. It causes intense emotional and physical stress. That is the pain one goes through when one is letting go. That's why we say it is hard, it's difficult, but it's not impossible. But we have to find that healing, that peace. And we can only find that when we stop resisting reality and start living the reality. And at this point, that pain comes in. Trying to imagine that future that you invested in, the future that you believed in, you are letting it go. It causes intense emotional and physical stress for anyone who had invested in that relationship, in that situation, in that career, in that ministry, whatever it is you had invested in. It brings that intense emotional and physical stress because you're letting go all the investment that you had done. Why is that the case? In letting go, there is loss of familiarity. You are losing familiarity. Like in the relationship, in that particular relationship in which you are in, the relationship you are in, you are letting go. You are letting go. You are losing familiarity. You are familiar with this relationship. You are familiar with your work, with your career, and you are letting go that familiar. You are losing it. You are losing familiarity. This brings fear of the unknown. You are losing what you know, and you are stepping into the unknown field. The fear of the unknown. In letting go also brings about breaking of habits and attachments. You are breaking habits that you had with the relationship, with your friend, with your man, with your woman. You are breaking, you are losing that, you are breaking that habit and the attachments that you had. Breaking of habits. Breaking of attachments that you had. The habit of waking up in the morning, going to this work, going to your job. You had that habit. You knew the moment to wake up, what to do, where to go, what to do, when to come back. You are breaking that habit. You are breaking the attachments that you had. And breaking of habits and attachments causes the brain to resist. The brain resists breaking of habits and attachments. That even happens when you want to break away from situations. You want to stop drinking, you are breaking habits. You want to stop going out to clubs, you are breaking habits and attachments, and the brain wants to resist the breaking of those habits and attachments. That's why letting go becomes an act of grieving. Letting go becomes an act of grieving. You want to let go this friend of yours. You are breaking habits and attachments that you had with this friend of yours. And the brain resists the breaking of those habits and attachments, things you did together, places you visited. How often you got together once or twice a week, you want to break those habits and those attachments. The brain resists. That's why letting go becomes an act of grieving. The brain resists all this because The brain thrives in familiarity. The brain flourishes in familiarity, and therefore it treats emotional pain as a threat to its survival. Because the brain thrives in familiarity and these habits, its attachments, therefore it treats emotional pain as a threat to its survival. It is not easy to let go. It is not easy to let go a person, to let go a situation, to let go a career, to let go a relationship. The brain will resist because the brain clings to what it knows. The brain clings to the known. Even if it is toxic, the brain clings to it. Even if it's dangerous, the brain clings to what it's known, even if it's toxic, because the unknown creates extreme anxiety, and the brain does not entertain that much. The unknown into which you are stepping after breaking these habits and these attachments, the brain resists because the unknown creates extreme anxiety for the brain. Therefore, the brain resists stepping into a void, into unknown. That's why many people often stay in painful situations because they fear, for example, being alone. They fear being alone, so they better stay in the situations that are painful. They fear being alone. They fear losing stability that they have enjoyed. They fear losing that stability they have enjoyed, and therefore they want to stay. While on the other hand, some people feel that letting go is accepting that one's efforts were in vain. Why did I invest in all this? I wasted my time, I wasted my life, I wasted my efforts, I wasted my money, I wasted my time, I wasted myself. All this effort was in vain. So they feel as if letting go and accepting this to happen is accepting that one's efforts were in vain, and that does not work well with the person's ego, does not work well with the ego of the individual. Some think when you let go, you are accepting that your own perception or one's perception of situations were wrong. I misunderstood, I perceived it wrong, how idiotic I was, how stupid I was, that my perceptions were wrong. Hence, ego fights back. The ego does not allow you to see as if your perceptions were wrong. You wasted your time, your efforts were in vain, and the ego demands that you click and you stay. The bottom line is, my friends, letting go brings healing. It brings healing. It may be slowly, it may be gradual, it may be clumsy in process, where sometimes, some days if you feel better, some days you feel bad. Some days are better than others, but that is still the process of healing. That letting go brings healing. Slowly, clumsily, in that kind of process, sometimes good, sometimes bad. Days are better, other days are not. But that healing still comes in that process. Letting go brings that detachment a detachment that grows stronger over time as one distances the self from a situation, from a person, from circumstances, and accept reality and start living that reality. Therefore, my brothers and sisters, let us not ask so much of why it happened and waste all the time asking the questions why it happened and why should it happen to you. But accept the reality as it is, face that reality as it is, and shift from asking the whys to accepting the reality and start asking the self, what is this trying to teach me? What is this trying to teach me? What do I learn from this? What do I take home from this? How can I become a better person from this? How can I be refined from this? And how can I heal from all this process? Since this is the reality, how best can I live it? What good can I take out of this? What is this teaching me? It is good to know why it happened, but it is better to usher in healing. It is good to know why it happened, but it is better to usher in healing by letting go and start living the reality instead of denying it. It is good to know why it happened, but it is better to usher in healing by letting go, start living the reality instead of denying it. The power of letting go is healing. The power of letting go is healing. It is not giving up. It is healing. May you be healed by letting go that which is unnecessary in your life. Accept reality and start living it. Let go and heal.